Artificial sweeteners are making you fat. How do I know? I've been practicing for 27 years, and at one time, I was slightly overweight, about 35 pounds, and I really took a deep dive on how people can lose weight naturally and organically. And what I found was absolutely horrifying. Most of our medical doctors, most of our nutritionists, most of the healthcare practitioners out there tell you to take and drink artificial sweeteners to help you lose weight. And that is the worst idea. Why? Because artificial sweeteners, especially sucralose, can make you fat. Let's take a look a little bit of the research. Here's one right here. Artificial sweeteners found in diet drinks linked to brain changes that increase appetite. Think about that for a second. Sucralose has been shown to change your brain to make you feel hungrier. How is that possible? Well, when you replace free sugars with non-sugar sweeteners, it does not help them control their long-term weight. And that's from Dr. Francisco Branca. In a new study that may shed light on it, they did a study. They put water and sugar, and they put water and sucralose. And those people who drank the water and sucralose were 20% hungrier. In other words, their appetite increased 20%. Why? Because sucralose itself stimulates a hormone called ghrelin. And ghrelin is part of your hunger hormones in your brain. Ghrelin makes you feel hungrier. Leptin makes you feel full. So your goal is to eat foods that increase your leptin, not your ghrelin. Unfortunately, Splenda does the opposite. It makes your ghrelin go high and your leptin go low, which simply means that you are hungrier. The more you drink and eat of sucralose, the hungrier you are, and you cannot stop. So, low-calorie or zero-calorie sweeteners like sucralose are recommended by healthcare professionals, food safety experts, and credible health organizations for diabetes and weight management. And they base that on their scientific data and research. But I'm telling you, it doesn't add up, because those people who take in those products gain weight and can't lose weight. So let's find out why. What's the history of sucralose? What is sucralose itself? Well, first of all, it's a top artificial sweetener used globally around the world. It's a reduced calorie diet and food, but where did it come from? This is the interesting thing. Sucralose was being tested, or the compounds were being tested as an insecticide. Think about that for a second. They were testing a pesticide with this chemical composition. And one of the scientists said, hey, test this. He said, taste this. He did. It was sweet. They figured out that it could be a low-calorie sweetener. They took it to the government, of course, and in 1998, the FDA approved it. I wonder who made a bunch of money off of that. 15 beverages and foods in 1998. In 1999, they expanded it to all-purpose sweeteners, foods, beverages. It's the most, as I said, the most common used artificial sweetener. But what are the side effects? There are so many side effects to sucralose, known and proven. First of all, sucralose may cause diabetes. In fact, you had a 67 increase in diabetes if you take sucralose, if you drink diet sodas with sucralose. Think about how many healthcare professionals, nutritionists, diet gurus tell people to drink diet drinks when they're having weight management issues. I'm telling you, it's a lot of them, without even knowing they're causing people, and they should know this. They should research this, which makes me so angry that they don't. But it causes diabetes. You have an increased risk of Crohn's and IBS by 643%. 643% if you take in sucralose. And it doesn't take a lot, just a tiny, tiny bit. Sucralose has been linked to leaky gut because it damages the GI tract. See, the body can't absorb it, but as it's going through the body, it is just wreaking havoc on your biome, on your GI tract. And then when you heat up sucralose, when you bake with it, when you cook with it, when you make things with it in the oven or your air fryer or wherever else, it releases toxins that damages your DNA, your genetic body. It damages your body. We know that. And then finally, again, it's associated with weight gain. Sucralose and other artificial sweeteners, poisons that they put in our foods are making you fat. It's stimulating your brain to tell you you are hungrier and you want more food. My advice to you is find out what foods you're consuming with sucralose. Get off it immediately. You're probably going to go through a little bit of a detox. Your body's probably going to crave it, right? Your body craves what does it the most damage. So get off of it. Find out what sucralose foods or what foods have sucralose in them. I'm going to do another live soon about the different names that they hide it under. I know around the globe they hide it in all kind of words. But guys, get off of sucralose immediately. It's not only causing you to be fat, it's also causing you major health issues that'll affect you the rest of your life. If you enjoy this today, I'm Dr. Mark Lucky. Subscribe, like it, send it out to somebody else who you're concerned about. These things change your brain. They change your metabolism. They change your genetic biome. They change your gut biome. They change everything about you. Not good for you, not good for your family, and not good for your kids. Get these products out of your house immediately.